So,
while all the reserves getting picked, John, I would like to have a conversation with you, bud, because you advocated 2 weeks ago that the Hawks should fire Lloyd Pierce, and they did that. So, John, talk to me about what's going on in Atlanta, and is Trae Young power tripping?
Yeah, Trae Young should be further along with this team than he is right now. They are severely under 500, but they're playing better defense with Nate McMillan. I think this coach that they have right now is a terrific coach. I think his situation mocks that of Indiana of last year and the years that he was with them, and he has a superstar in his hand. I don't think he's ever dealt with I don't know if Paul George was there. If he coached Paul George, I'm not sure. He might have. But Paul George and Trae Young, potential-wise, Trae Young has, the potential to be great. And I think that Nate McMillan getting this type of player and allowing him to play defense at a young age, you can still mold him. That's going to be what Trae Young needs as part of his maturation, because you got to play defense in today's league. So Lloyd Pierce getting fired, great dude. Done a lot of great things for the city of Atlanta. Done a lot of great things for the Black community. But coaching, I don't think that was his calling per se at the head coaching position. But, I think the Hawks are going to be fine. 2 back-to-back wins going into the All-Star break. The East is still weak. Like, it's still up for grabs. And the second season, you got teams getting healthier. So there's going to be more competition. The Pacers are going to get Karis LeVert back, so they're going to be back in the mix of things. So it still is a question mark over the Hawks season this year. We heard the owner say he feels like they can make the playoffs, which is why Lloyd Pierce was fired. So obviously they're going to continue to hoop, and they could be probably in the 10th seed with that play-in tourney, hoping to get in. So, we'll just see how the Hawks future looks.
The report said that the Hawks wanted a new voice in the locker room, and it cited that Trae Young was one of the players that encouraged a new voice in the locker room. And they also stated in the report that they found out about he was relieved of his duties on social media, not even from management. I think something is going on with this Hawks organization. I think I wouldn't be surprised if something drastic happens, because the way communications, it's clearly not communicating well. You fire Lloyd Pierce after 3 years, and some believe that black head coaches in the NBA have a shorter leash than their white counterparts, and this kind of speaks to that. I felt that Lloyd Pierce should have been fired if they didn't make the playoffs this season, not in the middle of the season. But if it is what your star demands, and I guess that's what ultimately ended up happening. Do you think Nate McMillan can lead his team to a postseason? Jace.
I don't think this Hawks team can go to a postseason personally. I honestly think I'm with you, Bruiser. I don't think they should have fired him until they seen what they did this season, because I didn't have the Hawks. I mean, they shocked me going 10-9 in the beginning of the season, but I knew it was going to slow down, honestly. But I just don't see them going to the playoffs at all, get into that 8th seed, because I feel like it's a power trip between Trae Young, management, some of the teammates, all that. I just feel like it's a power trip between all of those pieces in the franchise. So I really don't know what is in store for the Hawks, but I just know it's not the postseason this year.
This team has been dealing with injuries. DeAndre Hunter was out due to a knee injury. Rondo missed some time. Bogdanovich missed some time. Gallinari missed some time. Cam Reddish is currently missing time. The team has been dealing with injuries, and I think to fire him while these injuries pile up is just, I think he deserves a little more chance. Guys,
they're a young team.
They are a young team, but with Trae Young, their team had playoff aspirations. Any guys' thoughts? Demond Jalen cut? Nope.
What?
I'm good.
All right.
Thoughts on what?
Lloyd Pierce fired.
I heard what y'all was saying about it being a bigger thing. I think it's just they didn't communicate it well, and Trae Young wanted him gone. So everybody that needed to be communicated with was. He said a player found out on Twitter. Well, that player must not be that important. That simple. You're not in on business decisions like that, and it's okay. It's like that. I mean,
yeah,
certain players get that right. Like Trae Young wasn't. Trae Young got asked. I know he was hit up.
Russell Wilson doesn't.
Hey, we ain't there yet, boy.
But yeah, so Trae Young, I know Trae Young knew. Now that player that found out on Twitter, he might want to start balling. He get it together.